Divorce Dad Diaries, day 129. And I'm going on a date. But before I get into that, there's something else we need to talk about, which is the fact that somebody is trying to steal my account. So, if you see this account here, push that little share button at the top, and then down the bottom, one of the options will be report, and hit report for impersonating another person. Is this like the next level of like becoming a TikTok person? Is that like, and now I have to deal with impersonators? What is this nonsense? What do they get out of this? They've blocked me, so I actually can't see them. But whatever you do, don't message them any sort of abuse. The reason I say that is because if you do, they can then report you and get you blocked for doing that sort of thing. Play chess, not checkers. So in terms of what we're doing, we're going to the International Antarctic Centre. And if you're wondering, didn't you do that last week? Yeah, I did, yeah. But I have an ambassador pass, so I don't have to pay to get in. No. I mentioned to her that I went last week, and she was like, oh, I've never been. And I was like, well, I can take you. I don't know what we're doing about tickets. I might just like have to split the cost of hers to be gentlemanly. I don't know how this stuff works. But she also said, would you want to go 2 weekends in a row? And I said, yeah, because like I've only ever been with the kids, and having to do anything with 4 kids, I often I'm not in the moment because I'm too busy being a panopticon as opposed to a parent. There's a bit of an obscure reference. I feel more like the Eye of Sauron trying to watch 4 hobbits than I do a parent living in the moment. There's a better comparison. So I'm going to go there as an adult with an adult and experience it a bit differently. So at 9 a.m, I hit the International Antarctic Centre, and before going in this time, I made sure to pop over to the cafe first so that we could get coffees and I could try their iced lattes and see what they were like, and to be honest, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. From there, we went and did all the usual stuff at the International Antarctic Centre, honestly. Made sure to see the penguins, see the puppers. The weather at the Rothera Research Station was only -3 degrees, which I'm pretty sure is what it was this morning. And actually took some time to do some reading that I wouldn't have done usually, as I would have been watching the kids run around and be crazy. But after all that, I was quite hungry, so I decided, you know what, let's finally try one of their steak and cheese pies and see what they were like. And they came out on a buddy plate with tomato sauce, which I thought was kind of funny, actually. The pie itself, the gravy was great, the cheese was great, the pastry was a bit firm, but overall, it was a pretty decent cabinet pie. So I've just finished up, I'm just sitting in the car, I'm just having a bit of a moment because I walked out of the Antarctic Centre and realised that I didn't have my keys. I had no idea where they were. I had no recollection of taking them out of my pocket, putting them down anywhere. And I had to try so hard not to get really stressed. Because I guess I was distracted this morning because I wasn't thinking... I was thinking about what's coming up. But I found them though. They were in my car. In my ignition. I left them in the ignition in my car. I've been here like 2 or 3 hours. I laugh a lot about my forgetfulness. But then moments like this happen and it's just not fun. But life moves on. I need to do groceries now, so fortunately I have a list. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some groceries, sort that out for when the kids get back. So it was over to Pack and Save. Hornby's pretty much in the middle of between the International Antarctic Centre and Rolleston, so thought I'd take the opportunity to head over there and of course grab everything that we need for the week, so stuff for school lunches, snacks, dinners, all that sort of stuff. And of course can't forget to grab some baking stuff as well, because I want to do some more baking tomorrow before they come home. Naturally, I forgot bags or boxes, so ended up having to load everything just loosely into the boot. And an old lady decided that she would wait for me to do that so she could take my car park. So that was a bit awkward. But bread this week, I actually popped over to Couplan's. People have been telling me to go here, and I checked it out the other day while I was at the warehouse and saw that their bread is only like $1.50, and it's like really good quality. So grabbed 5 loaves from there today and chucked that loosely in the boot. Go home, unpack my groceries, and then decompress for 10 minutes. Which, honestly, fair enough after having to deal with Hornby Pack and Save.
I know everybody wants me to talk about the date, but I can't get past the keys thing. It's very clear I have some like unresolved trauma surrounding forgetting things because my whole life I've been berated frequently by everyone really for forgetting shit. Like, it's not that hard, just write it on your hand. But you know what? I still forgot because I didn't look at my hand, did I? So as soon as that happened, I immediately started beating myself up. And to her credit, she didn't care at all. I think she thought it was funny, frankly. It's fine. I'll live. Yeah. I think I'll just spend the afternoon to me, though. And so I went and got some cheer up juice, and I'm glad I did because I ran into a guy in the drive-thru who complimented me on my Lexus. I felt much better after that, actually. It's funny what a compliment can do. And went home, played some Xbox, played Stalker for the rest of the afternoon, had some pasta for dinner, and I will catch you on the flip side.